I'm hoping it's not too hard for you to hear me with the AC in the background, but it's in my basement gym and it's pretty warm down here, so I have to put the AC on. I'm gonna assemble the Merach or Merach, I'm not sure, training elliptical machine now. Not a lot of installation. Step one is install the front and rear stabilizers bars, which are those long pieces. The one in the front, that's the one in the front, this is the one in the back. So I'm going to install those now and show you when I'm done. So I installed the front and rear stabilizer. You can see it's just 2 bolts, both front and back. The difference with the front is the front stabilizer has wheels, see right there, so you can roll it when you want to put the machine away. I used the tool that they provided. For me, normally I would have pulled out my socket set, which is quicker, and pull out my cordless screwdriver. But I think that I want to stick with this, not only to tell you how it worked, but also I think with socket sets, I've had this happen before, and cordless screwdrivers, they can overpower. They can have too much power, and accidentally you can pop the bolt or wring out the screw. So I'm going to stick with their tool for the entire installation. The next step, they say, is fix the handrail raiser. So I'm gonna do that now. I believe it's with those are the 2 pieces that have to be used, and they're connected to the front there. So I'll do that and get back to you. So the next step is done. Fixing the handrail raiser involved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts being installed using the Allen key that was provided. The front 2 bolts have arched washers, so that's the only thing to pay attention to. But it's pretty quick, pretty easy. And now we're going to move on to the next step, which is install the left and right pedals. Left pedal, right pedal's behind me, so I'm going to install those and I'll be back. So as you can see now, pedals have been installed. Very simple, 3 bolts in each. They countersink into the pedal. Use this socket set. The 2 sides of the socket set are slightly different depending on what bolts you're using. And now we're going to install the left and right upper handrails. So those are now, I misspoke before, those are now those pieces, the handrails that go in here, all right, to come up. So I'm going to install those and I'll be right back. So as you can see, the handles are installed using, again, the wrench. Just 2 bolts on each side. If I didn't mention it before, a lot of the parts are marked left and right, so you can be sure that you're connecting the correct side, just in case. The next step is to install the electronic monitor right on top here. So the monitor is on, the electronics, and the last step, as you can see here, is to install trim caps and stabilizer caps, which I will do now. Those are all these little pieces on the ground here, and the one in the middle there. So when I come back, the machine should be fully assembled, and at least, even though this is only for an assembly video, I will turn it on, so at least we can say that I assembled it correctly and it powers on. So I've installed everything. The power port for this is on the back of the machine. For me personally, obviously everybody's gym is different. I would have preferred it on the front where all the electrical is for all the other equipment. It's on, you see the screen moving, so we can say that, you see I just pressed it, so we can certainly say that it works, right? I think there's supposed to be a turn off. I hope it's not that I have to plug it out to turn on. Well, I haven't read the instructions as to how it works yet. I'm just seeing if that turns it off, or maybe it goes to sleep. So I have to read the instructions, but as you can see, it's all connected. It's all working. Assembly was pretty easy. Of course, when you get to the last screw right here, I've got to get a different screwdriver than the one they sent. You can see it's sticking out a little bit there. You're on the floor, you know, maybe it's not quite aligned right, but I'll get it properly inserted. But everything else is smooth. I had to plug this into the back here where the bike's plugged in, because again, the power port is now in the front. But all in all, installation, very simple.